the Princess K podcast show. Your host, Princess Kingsman. So, how are you guys doing today? I hope you're doing very well. Um, so, on this segment, I am going to talk about. I was meant to talk about this. I've been wanting to, but I keep forgetting, and then just keep going around and around in circles. So, this is about like mental health awareness. Okay, this is mental health awareness. This goes for men and women as well. Um, we we need to be aware that mental health, like, it affects both sexes. It affects all cultures. It affects everyone. Okay, but in different ways. And some of us were able to handle it and push through, and sometimes they give up the fight, they give up the ghost. And I'm just here to just shine a little bit of some tips that worked for me when I was undergoing intense amount of mental stress, mental health, and due to all the attacks that I've had growing up. Mine was not a natural mental illness. Like I said, if you've been following my story, mine has never been a natural mental health issue. Mine has always been forced on me. It's always, the energy has always been sent my way. And then there are, like, coupled with the background, the energy I grew up in, and everything that I went through, it really, you know, that alone is enough to send somebody to a psych ward. Okay. And this is what these people wanted. Like I said, on top of that, they were doing magic, spiritual work, and energy work. And and this is what they've been doing for years. Okay. And they've been doing this to try to destroy me and to destroy my mental health. So mine has never, like, always been natural. But these are the tips that I went through when that worked for me, when I'm healing. Okay. Or when I was healing that side of me. Okay. And these are the tips that really helped. Okay. So I'm just gonna try and run quick. If not, I'll make a part two. Okay. So when you have mental health issues, it's very easy to label someone as crazy. Okay. But because you are not in their shoes, you don't know what they've been through. You don't know what they are carrying their whole life. You don't, as we meet people, we don't know them 100%. Okay, we don't know every single thing about people, and we can't know every single thing about people. I think that's why people surprises us on a daily basis. It is not possible for you to know a human being in total. It is not possible. I am telling you this because I know. I'm not just like bragging like, oh, she knows everything. No. No. You cannot know everything about a human being, because a human being will show you what they want you to see. And that's why it's getting increasingly harder these days to trust people, because people betray you. The people that you don't expect to betray you are the ones that will betray you, and it would hurt like anything. So you cannot know everything about everyone, and this is why there's betrayals. People can't trust people to talk about mental health issues. If men talk to their wives about mental health issues, they tend to, you know, ruin it and say something insensitive, over analyze it and just push it away and just be like, oh, well, you're a man, well, this, well, that. It has to be something that kind of, takes away that understanding that man wants you to understand what is going on with his mental health, and you say some shit that just is just like, you don't get it. And this is why it's hard for men to open up to women, because we think it's just men that break our heart. No, women break hearts too. Insensitive women. So that's why I said, when you want to marry someone, or you want to get to know, or just have a friend, you have to be careful, because you can't know everything about somebody. It's not possible. You can't cannot know everything. You find out about that person on a each basis, each day, each time you live with that person, and it's going to be situations that will bring things out. This people, because people are good at pretending, but it will get to a stage where there will be a situation, okay, excuse me, there will be a situation where something will, bring out that negative side of that person, or the true side of that person. So I think it's good to think about it. I think you should be more sensitive to people who went through their mental state. And what worked for me was that I just let the pain run through me. Okay, and that is really hard. So it may not be something that works for you, and like I said, my tips may not work for everybody, so you can always look for something that works for you. Okay, meditation, just letting go, release and cry. Don't hold it in. Don't try and deny it and suppress it, because that will make it worse. You need to ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? Okay, and cry. It's because maybe you have a lot of, we as human beings, we take a lot of things in. Like I said in my previous videos, we take a lot of pain. Our body harbors a lot of trauma, and so does our mind. That, especially when you suppress so much pain that you have gone through, that you're not even aware how deep the pain is, and you're not aware how much it is, because you have buried it. So, and this is what I'm saying, that cry if you need to. Let's encourage men to cry, because it is not weakness. And it is not weakness for a woman to cry as well. Children, teenagers, let's start to encourage. Let's not, let's stop stigmatizing mental health. If we can help each other as a community, I really think that we would get somewhere. And I think that's the whole point of, helping each other, because whatever one person has gone through, you could give somebody advice. It could work for that person, or it could work, or it could be a different thing that could work for another person. Let's share ideas and be more sensitive to people's mental health, emotional health, especially those ones that have been through abuse that you don't know anything about. So, and I think as well, we should also be careful, because if you're making fun of someone that has mental health issues and all of that, you are manifesting your own. When you go through your own, because anything can happen, never say never. Things can change in like 24 hours, even like 4 hours. So let's start stigmatizing and making fun of people's mental health and calling them crazy, especially if they are not really crazy and they're just going through things. There is no smoke without fire, and there is a reason why people behave the way they do. There's a reason why they react the way they do. Let's stop being judgmental. Let's stop being judgmental and evil and insensitive, just because we are not going through it. But and just because you're not going through it doesn't mean that, that cannot happen to you. It can happen to anybody. You don't know what you've buried inside of you. You're not aware. You're not conscious of it. So, and another thing as well is distractions is not going to help. I tried that. Distractions, movies, series, especially before I had my child. I did everything and anything. I would go to work. I would, work Monday to Friday, sometimes Monday to Sunday. Distractions, it never works, because it's only for a matter of time. It's only temporary. When you get home and you're trying to sleep, all of that thing that you're trying to bury, that you're trying to destroy, that you're trying to run away from, it will flood your mind like water, and you will not be able to stop it. So distractions are temporary. I'm not saying that we all have our vices. I had my vices. Okay, I had my vices. Okay, I used to smoke. I used to drink. I used to do all kinds of things. I am not afraid, I am not ashamed to come and say that, oh yeah, I had my past. I'm not ashamed of my past. If you want to shame me for it, that is your business. Okay? So, we all have our vices. I'm not here to judge. And, like I said, I almost didn't make it. So I can really like give you a little pointers, because that's why I said not everything that worked for me is going to work for you. You're going to have to find what fits. But the most important thing is you're not alone. Okay? And suicidal thoughts as well is also um, sometimes it's because of what we've been through, and most of the time, like 80% or 90% of the time, it's because somebody is sending that energy. So I want you to, what I'm talking about mental health, I'm wanting us to look at it from the physical, from the physical reality and from the spiritual reality. So physically and energetically, we are able to deal with it. Okay? It goes hand in hand. When you're going through depression and mental health, you have to allow yourself to feel the pain. Be in that darkness. If you feel depressed, allow yourself to feel like that. And then eventually you will look for a way out, because it will come to you. There's a lot of voices, that's going to be like, oh, just end it, just end yourself. No, don't do it. Because then you will have to reincarnate and do it all over again, because you never know, you may be here to do something important, or learn a lesson that is important, to raise your vibration, to grow, to heal. And most of us as humans, when we come to the universe, this earth, we don't fulfill what we're supposed to do, and then we reincarnate and do it all over and all over and all over again, like a vicious cycle. So try and fight your way through it. And if you're alone, we all have spirit team. Connect with them. Like I said, if you've been watching my previous videos about 10 stages of darkness, connect with your darkness, because when you're going through mental health issues and emotional issues and emotional abuse and mental abuse, it's a call for a deep inner healing. So try and find out what you need healing from and start to face it. And you can do this all on your own. If you don't have a trusted friend, a trusted, somebody that that will not betray you, somebody that that has been through it. Because you have to be careful when you're in that stage as well, because there will be nasty people that will want to take advantage of that. So you're not alone. You're not alone. And this depression thing and suicidal thoughts and all of that, it's not going to last forever. And one of the things that helped me with my suicidal thoughts, because I had it was overwhelmingly intrusive. One of the things that helped me was that I sent it back. Immediately the divine started to teach me how to integrate my shadows, and teaching me that, and letting me know that people are sending that energy my way. So I sent it back. I was like, and this is what I said. I said, every single suicidal thoughts that is being sent my way by a group of people or by just one person who is wishing and hoping that I do that, I send that same energy right back to that person. Okay, it's all about the word of magic and what you say. Set your intentions. Simply send it back. Okay, you keep saying that and doing that like a chant. Okay, like a chant. You say, every energy that I'm feeling that is not my own, or that is negative, or that is being sent my way by energetically by a group of people or by someone or people, I send it back to them. So the more you do that, the more you will start to differentiate which one is your own emotion and which one is an outside force's emotion. And this is why I said meditation, listening to your intuition. You need to listen to your body, listen to your mind. Okay, especially the positive things, not the negative things, because we all know that, we think negative things. Everybody does, even sometimes me. But I am just, you have to be aware. It's awareness. Okay, and this is where awakening is. Awakening brings awareness. You become aware. So you're like, no, that's not my thought. No, that's not me sending that. No, okay, this is my thought. Okay, you'll be able to have a relationship with yourself. You'll be able to have a relationship with yourself and focus in here so that you can be able to know the difference between your own thoughts and when somebody else is projecting, because a lot of people project thoughts. Okay, family members can do it. It's all about witchcraft and messing with people's energy, messing with people's mind. There is a thing that we call a mind witch. Okay, it is a witch. It is a woman or a man that is skilled at messing with people's minds and manipulating people's minds against them, especially if you're not aware of your mind. If you are not in control of your mind, it can definitely be used against you, like a pawn, if you let somebody get in your head. We all have emotions from childhood or things that we've gone through in our lives as a whole, that we have not dealt with, we have not healed from. We need to heal it so that you can differentiate and know which one is your own emotions that you need to heal and face, and which one is an outside force. Okay. Intrusive thoughts, like I said, people do intrusive magic. Okay. The mind witch that focuses on the mind, that does an energy work on the mind, because the mind is energy, it's energetical. I will still talk about the mind. The mind is very, 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 very powerful. It can ruin you if you don't know how to control it. So, yeah. And like I said, I've gone through my own fair share of anxiety, especially because someone that has an ability like me as well, oh my God, it's really bad. Okay, my anxiety were bad. I had ADHD. It was bad. But like I said, when I started to face my healing and I was guided by the divine, here I am. It was really, really hard. Okay, really hard. I had to figure it out myself with the help of the divine. No one helped me. Nobody. Not one friend. It was just me and the divine. So nobody can come and take credit and say, oh yeah, I was there for her. No, I did it all on my own. Because I fell apart and the divine put me back. I fell to pieces. Okay. So, encouragement. I am here to encourage you. Okay. And as well, addictions are also distractions. Distractions are addictions. We all have our vices. Like I said, it's not always substances and pills. Okay, some people take pills to fall asleep, antidepressants. I took all of that. None of it worked. I tried therapy. That's why I said therapy doesn't work for everyone. It works for some people. Okay, but it doesn't work for everybody, because if it did, there would be nobody in the rehab. A rehab doesn't help everyone either. Okay, it doesn't. People are just making money from your pain and from your childhood trauma. It does not work for everyone. Because rehab is just like, you are not focusing, you're focusing on the vices and the addiction. You're not focusing on why. Your emotional healing, your emotional pain is what you need to focus on. When you focus on that, then you'll be able to heal the one that is outside. So, like I said, we all have our vices. Every single one of us have our vices. Okay, I'm not here to judge. You do whatever works for you, whatever you can, whatever takes you through. Because everybody deals with things in a different way. Okay, so I will end it there today. So this is for men and women, no matter what age you're in. It is okay to have mental health issues. We all go through it. Some people are not aware and they are walking, they are insane. They think they are sane, but they are insane. And this is why we have a lot of toxic people, a lot of evil people, because they don't want to face themselves. So my message to you is that don't give up on yourself. because I didn't. I survived it when I was not supposed to. So if I can do it, then you can definitely do it. So that is my encouragement, and I am keeping all of you in my prayers. Every single one that is going through mental health issues, emotional, mind manipulation, all of that, I will keep you in my prayers. Okay? Thank you so much for listening. It is very hot. Okay, keep hydrated. Oh God, I don't know how I'm gonna deal with it, but I'm gonna deal with it anyway. Find what works for you and take care of yourself. Love yourself. Don't give up. Keep going every single day. Keep going. I take it each day as it comes. I know I make it look easy, but trust me, it is not. Okay, so keep going and don't give up, because I have not given up on you, and the divine has not given up on you. Okay, I love you so much, and good.